All right, let's talk about this. Okay, so in this one, we are trying to prove that these two are equivalent or not equivalent. Okay, so the best way to do that is to treat it like there's an equal sign because this is what they're trying to prove. So then when there's a equal sign between two fractions, cross multiply is going to be your solution. So we're going to cross multiply here. So 0.2 times 0.9. So 0.2 times 0.9. That can be 9 times 2, that's 18. There's two numbers behind the decimal point, so the answer has to have two numbers behind the decimal point. Answer 18. 1.8 times 1 is 1.8. These numbers are not the same, so these are not equivalent. If they were the same number, then they would be equivalent. Here, this one says they are equal, which means that if I cross multiply, they have to be equal to each other. So r times 40 is going to give me 40r. And 8 times 25, 8 times 25 is going to give me 200. Then I have a one-step equation to do. I'm going to divide this side by 40. You can barely see that. And then divide this side by 40. And I'm going to have r equals 5. Last one over here. Again, an equal sign in between two fractions. We're going to cross multiply. So it's going to be this whole thing times 8. Or the reverse is true as well. 8 times all of this. So you're going to be left with 8x plus 32 equals, and that has to be equal to this cross multiply. 5 times 3, which gives us 15. Now we have to solve this two-step equation. The first one would be minus 32 minus 32. Let me actually turn on the light here. Maybe that'll make it better. And now we're left with 8x equals negative 17. Then divide by 8, divide by 8. X equals negative 2 1/8. All right. I was going to do two of these mixture problems, but it looks like I'm just going to do one of these mixture problems. Okay. So how many pounds of premium coffee beans should be mixed with 2 pounds of supreme coffee to make the blend coffee? Okay. So premium coffee beans should be mixed with 2 pounds. So we have 2 pounds of supreme coffee. So we have 2 pounds of this. We don't know how much weight we have of this, but we know the end result has to be $10 worth. Okay, so it's $9.50 per pound, $11.75 per pound, $10 per pound. So we know that it's 9.50, so 9.5 times the weight. That's how much that's going to cost. And we're going to add 11.75 times 2, okay? Because we have that much. We know exactly how much we have. We have 2 pounds of it, and we know how much it costs. But we want the $10 amount. We want it to cost $10 over here, and it's going to be the amount here, this much weight, plus the mystery weight. Okay? So this is just 9.5x. Nothing happens there. 9.5x plus 11.75 times 2. I can actually have a whole number here. So it's going to be 22 plus $1.50, so $23.50. Just know that I'm multiplying. You don't have to know how I multiply so quickly. You just have to know that I am multiplying. Equals, that's going to be 20 plus 10x. Here we go. We have a little bit of a multi-step equation here. we're going to subtract the 9.5x from this side. Okay. Going to subtract the 9.5x from this side. Now it's gone. Subtract the 9.5x from this side. Now we're left with 2350 equals 20 plus 0.5x. Now we're going to get rid of the 20 minus 20. It's gone. Minus 20. I'm left with 350 equals 0.5x. Divide by 0.5. Divide by 0.5. 7 equals x. So I would need 7 pounds of the premium amount to make this cost efficient, $10. Okay? Pretty simple. You do have to read the problem, see what they gave you, what they didn't give you, write the problem, know that you're mixing them, so you're putting them together. There's an adding problem here. Now we're going to shift down. Not totally down. I thought it was totally down. Nope. Go back. Hopefully I open up the right one. This is the one we're on, right? Okay, good. Right here. Perfect. So these are one-step equations, but inside of the format with an inequality. These are inequalities. So how do I solve this? Plus 18. Actually, let me change the color. I thought it would be something not like. Okay. So plus 18. Plus 18. So this is going to be 40 is greater than m. Okay? So if you were going to put this on a number line, they'd give you a number line like this. They might even give you the numbers already on here. So let's pretend 40 is right here. So this is going to be an open circle because it can't be 40. If it was underlined, okay, meaning greater than or equal to, it would be filled in, which is, we're going to see that over there. Now, 40 is greater than m. The line is supposed to represent m. Okay, so m is less than, m is smaller. 4 is greater, which means m is smaller. So the arrow has to point in the direction of numbers that are smaller than 40. Okay, here we go. Let's do this one. Minus 18, minus 18. P is less than or equal to 0. So again, there's a number line. Most chance you're going to have that 0 right here in the center. So you have the 0 here. Greater than or equal to. Greater than or equal to means the circle is filled in because it's allowed to be 0. Now P is less than 0. So again, if P is less than 0, it goes this way. This would have confused a couple people because it's a greater than sign. They see a greater than sign, they want to go that way. Greater than sign, they go, but you're trying to represent m. This line represents all possible options of m. Okay, so it goes to the left because m is less than 40. Here, p is less than 0, so then it's going to go this way. So even though the p is on different sides and m is on the different sides, yet you're supposed to pay attention to that. And that's it. Pretty easy section. Here's all crazy, Mr. Castros. I know, this thing on my head throws it.